So the Stalkers blink past into the main base, kill off a lot of workers, then blink down to the natural when he was trying to defend the main, kill more workers. And that put TeddyBear so far ahead that Balthazar just GG'd. It was crazy. So we'll see if TeddyBear can pull this off again. So, my fellow Starbros, it's awesome to see you here. We're going to have Balthazar in the top right corner, being the green Protoss player. In the bottom left, we're going to have TeddyBear. TeddyBear is trying to showcase some new strategies regarding Stalkers in PvP. The only thing that's changed for Stalkers since the last patch is that they have gotten a range upgrade, and it's quite expensive too. It's like 100, 100, it takes 120 seconds, and it's on the Twilight Council, so it's not like a super early game, something, whatever. And they also got more health but less shields, so they have the overall same life. But it helps them a little bit versus stuff, like, versus everything, because everything does 100% damage to shields. It helps them especially versus a lot of armored units, which deals damage that scales down, like siege tanks, dragoons, and vultures. The thing is, though, it wasn't an all-in. TeddyBear didn't do an all-in. He was expanding behind that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't an all-in. So this is gonna be interesting. This is on Texas. I don't know how good this is. So like, Stalkers are not really actually being used. It's just they're just starting to explore it, and it's really fun to see that these explorations are paying off, and that there are some cool strategies with it. And well, like, Stalkers are such a hard unit to balance, because if we buff it too much, it's just gonna be all about the Stalker because they're so mobile. Any mobile unit that abuses terrain that is too strong will always be prominent in a game. Like, and it's so hard to balance. That's why Reapers and Stalkers are like the worst units ever to balance. Especially Reapers, since they come so early. But TeddyBear starts with 1 Dragoon. He did that last game as well. Balthazar starts with 3 Dragoons. This is not the macro map, this is the normal map. But it does have 12.5 speed increase, because you can change that in the lobby when you make a game. I think when it comes to this, just a note about macro, and hello Pure Kershi, by the way, good to see you. Good to see you being back a lot with Starbow. You did a lot of Starbow stuff for Starbow a long time ago, and then you were quiet for a long time, and now we see you back again. I really appreciate that. It's good to see you. You were with Starbow way before me, I think. Anyhow, I think the macro. I think what we're gonna do, and I talked to the Red Bandit about this, I think we're gonna try and balance the macro mechanics as they are right now. There's a couple of things I want to do. I want to reduce the effect it has on barracks, because especially in TVZ, we see that the number of Marines you can get out early on is just ridiculous. And we want to generally strengthen the macro a little bit on Zerg. Zerg seems to get the short end of the stick. Queens are much more difficult to use, and are more expensive than the other macro mechanics later on. You usually need... yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, if you have 2 or 3 orbitals, you can just churn out overcharge. But if you have 2 or 3 queens, you need a ton of hatcheries just to maintain that, and then you need to, like... Well, they don't have to move around anymore, but they're still more difficult to use, I would say. So, one thing that we're contemplating on doing with queens is to remove their attack ability, and make them only 100 minerals, and remove their supply costs. And also make creep a little less effective. By reducing their vision, so you need to use units while spreading creep. Unless you want to have really close creep drummers and really bad creep spread. So those are the things we're looking at changing. I kind of like those ideas so far, to be honest. I think a lot of people, when they hear it, are going to say, no, we hate this, but whatever. Anyhow, TeddyBear is going to have this duality charge now. He's also... Okay, so he gets Zealot legs right after. So he gets a group of Stalkers, and then he starts to make Zealots. And Zealot legs, yeah, this is really smart, because Balthazar's going to have a lot of Dragoons. He's going to be very well prepared for this. In the meantime, he has... okay, it's just a probe checking for expansions. So TeddyBear's not going to do much damage here. He shouldn't really not blink in, because he can see. Yeah, this is perfect. He can see. There's no gamble blinking in here. But now Balthazar can see with his observer as well. But in the meantime, he's getting a Forged Templar Archives, leg enhancements. He's going to try and blink in on the side here, perhaps. Oh, he's got to be so careful. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I hate questions like that. Why haven't scouts been nerfed yet? Can you please say this in a different way? Anyhow. So we got TeddyBear trying to do a little bit of damage. You know what? I'm just gonna have to... I just... Sorry, I just get so mad from... Oh, he's disconnected. Okay, whatever. He's just mad because he lost his bandit. Anyhow, so TeddyBear, let's have a look at what he did. He's got 6 workers killed, which is really good. I'm gonna try not to be too upset by what just happened. Like, I don't mind people saying, hey, scouts, you might need to look at the scouts. But when you say things like, why haven't it been changed yet, when we just recently learned that there might be some potential issues, it's not even like... There might be something completely different. It's probably actually the Corsair disruption web, which is a little bit too good, and not really the scouts. And no, yeah, that's the thing. Scouts aren't really considered that OP. It's just the way people asks that is just annoying. Hey, why haven't you fixed this yet? Making me sound like I'm Blizzard. I don't get paid for this, and I don't do it full time, and there's a whole team as well. I can't just do everything myself. Anyhow, Balthazar's gonna see this expression of TeddyBear. Is TeddyBear? Yeah, he's gonna go for the same attack again. He has more Dragoons this time, less Zealots. He almost had exclusive Zealot Archon Stalkers last time, but here comes the attack. I think Balthazar is more prepared for this now, but the Stalkers now can sneak in here. So this is gonna be interesting to see how he responds to this. He's actually made a full wall off. I don't know why he would do that. I guess the Stalkers are the only thing that can get him now, but he has a Reaver. I kind of like this. Okay, it's not a full wall off, but he's cramming a Dragoon in there. Well, he's blinking up the Stalkers. He's gonna try and do the same thing again. He could bring a couple of Dragoons back to defend. He doesn't really need that many. Okay, it's 1 Dragoon there. He should have just another one in his middle line. The Stalkers have to shoot down this Dragoon. It takes forever. And oh, there's another Reaver though. He can do a lot of damage. He needs to blink away from the Reaver Scarab. Blink, blink! No! Oh! But it still follows all the way. But okay, it did less damage than he would have. That blink was at the last possible second. Okay, there he blinks out of there. In the meantime, though, he has 1 Zealot doing some damage. He's bringing the Archon and the Dragoons around. He's gonna head out of there. But he's killed 15 workers so far. If you look at the worker disparity, it's heavily in TeddyBear's favor. And this strategy he's going for is really good. Yeah, about Scouts, like, it's just, recently Bandit has found that if you play PvZ and you go for mass airplay, and then you like start with Corsairs and you transition into Scouts, I haven't looked too close at his games yet. That seems fairly good, but I think it's mostly because Disruption Web lasts quite long, and friendly units can actually still attack within the Disruption Web, and they couldn't do that in Bird Wars. I want to look at the Disruption Web first. Because if the Disruption Web isn't too good, then the Scouts are probably not going to be able to do much either. It's just, when you have a big group of Scouts, and you can Disruption Web all over the Hydralisks, then that's when they become really good. Especially if you can send in some cells there and do damage as well. So we're going to have a look at it, but it's fairly new for me as well, Wick. So that's why I just get mad at people saying, why haven't you fixed it yet, when there's something we've barely heard of. And I get mad at people saying, why haven't we fixed something yet? Even if it's an old problem, because if we haven't even addressed the problem yet, like if we said we were going to fix it, and we haven't fixed it in 3 weeks, then I can see people get mad. That's quite alright. But if we even haven't said it, oh okay, Stormdrop, I'm gonna stop being mad now and I'll look at this. Man, TeddyBear is all about killing them probes. He loves killing probes. Oh, don't turn around. Keep going. You need to kill some probes too, Balthazar. There's 22 to nothing here. But Balthazar is the king of probe making, though. He makes so many probes. It's incredible. I did cast a game of Balthazar. We had 108 probes, which is ridiculous in Starbow. You don't need that many. As many as you would in StarCraft 2. And another game where he made a total of more than 400 probes the entire game long. A lot of them were, of course, killed, or else that would be impossible. Is he not going to go in? He doesn't know much. He's just going to chill out there for now. He's a little bit worried about this War Prism. He shouldn't be. He's got good defenses. He's just sitting there. Is this a response to pushing? Like he's going to see the push coming and then he's going to move in? Or is he going to try and do damage here and now? I would love to see it as a response to pushing, actually. I think that's fairly smart. Okay, here we go. But he doesn't see this push because he needs like a scout over here. He needs like an observer or something. What is he doing? He's sending random units back and forth. Okay, here we go. Okay, he's not pushing at the moment. Hey, bandit is online. Good, good. Oh, I think he was waiting for speed. Oh, he doesn't want to get too close to the fountain cannon, though. He's gonna... Oh, really big hit there on the mineral line. He's gonna get another one. Ooh, it's gotta be so careful. Oh, another fountain cannon just finishes. Oh, that scarab going through the mineral lines as it was going for downhill skiing. Look at that. It's pretty crazy. TeddyBear is... I was gonna say... Oh, yeah, that is TeddyBear. So, okay, so he did kill 13 probes there, and he put him heavily in lead of the probe count because he's just so freaking good at making probes. Why is he rallying so many units down here? Oh, another storm drop in the meantime, though. The Templar has 8 kills. It's gonna get another storm! That was a nice storm just on the units, though. In the meantime, get your units back here. What are you doing, Balthazar? I have no idea what's going on with those units. But he's trying to get a third base up. TeddyBear could definitely deny that if he knew about it, but I don't think he knows. No, he does not. He's gonna try and break down this wall of Balthazar. TeddyBear has a lot of minerals, too. I think he's doing a build he's not too comfortable with. Oh! Nice Scarab shot there. Can the Reavers? No, the Reaver shots goes around. Cannot go through. I'm gonna stop being irritated about these things. Okay, I was in a really good mood, and that one message really annoyed me. I'm gonna try and not be annoyed by that. He's gonna try and pick up the Archon. Ooh, very strong push here from TeddyBear. Balthazar tried to move it out. Now this choke point is working against him. Now it's working in favor of him. He needs to... Ooh, very nice storm there. He needs to get Zealots in the choke point. Wow, such incredible storms from Balthazar. I mean, from TeddyBear. And the wall has been broken. There's only Dragoons left. There's a very healthy army composition from TeddyBear. Balthazar, on the other hand, pretty much has only Dragoon Zealot. He needs some more Reavers in this mix. He needs something to do the splash damage. He's got a nice high ground contain, though. I think TeddyBear at this point could try and just snipe this Nexus. Some nice storms forcing his way up the ramp. He's gonna try and target another Reaver, and I think TeddyBear has done it again. Oh, the storm on the workers! Oh, what? What? That's so many workers killed. Okay, where's that? Okay, where is that High Templar? Is it this? Yeah, it's 22 kill High Templar. I think that was just from the one storm. That's crazy. That was pretty crazy.